It's intense, it's obsessive, it feels fated. But is it real love or unresolved trauma playing out again and again? We're going to look at the difference between real love and a trauma bond in disguise, so you can stop chasing pain and choosing real peace instead. Love doesn't re-traumatize, it restores you. So what is the tone, the energetic vibration of your connection these days? Do you feel mostly safe, peaceful and loved? Or anxious, obsessed and afraid? That will reveal loads about the energy behind your connection. If it is anxious and obsessive and afraid, you're needing something there, but your twin flame can't give that to you until you've given it to yourself. If you're addicted to the highs, you're also going to be crushed by the lows. This isn't about getting the next dopamine hit. It wants to feel like emotional stability, not volatility. It's only real peace that union arises from, and it's only from peace that true joy arises from. The parts that are not peaceful, the parts that are overexcited and anxious and chaotic, what part of you feels familiar with this cycle? And what kind of love is this part of you asking for right now? Because when you've loved yourself in this place, any remaining silence between you will feel less and less like abandonment and more like opportunity. If you're feeling re-traumatized by the disconnection, you desperately need lots and lots and lots of self-love in this place, and commitment, devotion, love, attention, affection, connection. You have to give yourself all these things. This is what it means to use this space to come home to yourself. Your twin flame can't be with you until you're with yourself. When you can be with all of yourself, you can be with all of your twin flame. That's how it works. And the more you come home to yourself, the less you'll confuse intimacy with intensity. Do intense, chaotic emotions equal connection in your mind? But have a look at what true intimacy feels like when it's calm and consistent. It simply means being able to be with all of yourself, all parts of yourself, unconditional self-acceptance, without judgment, with unconditional love. It feels peaceful, it feels grounded, not up in the air, because that's a very insecure high. It can come down at any moment. You may have felt this dynamic before in other relationships. What patterns from previous lovers, romantic relationships are repeating now? When you get really clear on your true feelings about it, you'll have a much clearer view as to whether it's a new lesson or an old wound that's being reopened. If you're chasing when they pull away, you're probably acting from a place of lack as well as fear. So what fear is it that opens up when space opens up between you? Are you afraid of loss of love, losing your person? If you're afraid of losing your person, you must be afraid of losing a part of yourself. You can soothe that fear without trying to fix or chase, by being present with it and loving it until it dissolves. If you're trying to rescue, fix or heal them, it shows that you're running from the places within yourself that need healing and rescuing and fixing, and that it won't come and rescue you. You have to rescue yourself here. You have to be your own hero on this journey. If you're feeling responsible for their pain or growth, first of all, you're not. None of us have any control about what's already in our consciousness. If your twin flame has upsets, then it's their responsibility to work through. The best thing you can do to help their growth is to focus on your own growth, and they will grow with you. You can't make them grow on the outside. It's an inside job. When they get triggered, do you feel rejected or compassionate? Because you should be compassionate, like I said. Their upsets are no concern of yours unless they upset you as well, and then you work through them. But you're not responsible for their upsets, and they're not responsible for yours. The sooner you can take responsibility for your own upsets and leave them to get on with moving through theirs as best they can, the quicker you'll move through this time period. But if you're personalising their pain and responses and attaching stories to why that's happening, you're doing it wrong. How does their pain and responses make you feel? Work with those feelings that they give rise to. That's it. And this will help you stay grounded in your own truth even when they can't. If you're staying in pain because you think it's part of the journey, you can let that go now. There's never any reason to suffer at all, ever. You don't have to romanticize it. You don't have to tell yourself that it gives you a sense of moral superiority. You don't have to ascribe meaning to it. Don't try even to understand it. There's nothing to appreciate with suffering. You do not have to go through it. You do not have to endure it. Choose not to. Maybe it's time to release some misaligned beliefs that say that suffering and love are somehow connected when they're so not. Can you release the idea that love has to hurt? Maybe you've mistaken trauma chemistry for soul recognition. Does their presence dysregulate you, or does it bring deeper peace? That's a sign. What would change if you honoured your own peace and honoured your own nervous system and put yourself first? Let me know in the comments what you think. If you're ignoring red flags because you believe they're your twin flame, that's not going to help you. You got to listen to your intuition here. If you can't trust your heart completely, listen to your gut. Is that peaceful, or is ego trying to override it? Can you put the label to one side just long enough to heal and find out what's real? What would it feel like to choose love that's safe, steady and kind? Would you still want this connection even if it wasn't chaotic? Or what do you think you're getting from the chaos? Do you think it would be boring to have a peaceful connection? Have a look at that. A lot of people mistake ego for love on this journey. But invite that kind, peaceful love into your vibration right now. Because intensity doesn't equal love, and it doesn't need to hurt to feel real. When you heal the wound that keeps pulling you into the loop, the truth of your connection reveals itself. Calm, clear and unwavering. To know more about how to break out of trauma-based patterns and into the lasting energy of true union, keep watching, because real love doesn't traumatize, it restores you.